Hey guys, it's your old pal Brian. It might be a little windy to do what I'm wanting to do, but I'm going to come down there anyway. So the house that I used to fly out of here, actually there's two of them, is right directly in front of you. And the owner, his wife passed away, and they leased it to his subordinate in his business for some years, with the provision that I had the right to walk through his yard and go down to the lake. That went on for years and years. And where we're at now is, so I would walk in that guy's backyard, and this guy here, Kip, would allow me to fly out of his beach. But we don't know what we're going to get with the new folks. So I'm going to just kind of start flying out of, it'll kind of end up still his backyard, sort of, but their backyard. And this is the Rydbergs. We raised each other's kids, and just love them. And I hope they don't age out. They're not much older than me. I mean, well, my wife. Just hope they don't age out. But I'm going to shut my camera off because I'm not going to talk with you while I'm talking with her. And we'll walk down to the beach and see if I can get a flight in. Those are 5-mile-an-hour flags typically. So, all right, back in a moment. Hey guys, I'm back. I haven't seen the lake up this high in a long time, and it didn't. It hasn't rained.
12.6 volts.
So that's kind of cray-cray. You know, it just reminded me I need to. A little breezy out here. Need to fly over those trees back to my right because
Throttle active. Throttle active.
there's a development going in over there. Sure is. I gotta have a plan B. So when I get with Kip, the owner of that house, about being out here, I'm gonna see if he'll let me use his canoe if I screw around and ditch one of these. This is just crazy. Water's up, I don't know, 5 feet more than when I first was out here last year. Let's try this. Taking off. Yeah, when you fly inconsistently like me, you always appreciate a gyro with tzatziki sauce. So, what have I been doing? Been
12.1 volts.
enjoying the fellowship of my loved ones out at Trimble Park for 2 weeks, and then home, and then enjoying an enormous amount of indoor sports, and then just started kind of getting things squired away. This morning I had yet another doctor appointment, working on my left eye.
12.1 volts.
Between a light eyelid infection and just terrible allergies. I am enjoying, and plus when they do, eye surgery like they did on me and give me new lenses, you can end up with dry eye, and sure enough the left eye is dry. So
11.9
a
volts.
combination of cataract surgery. Oof.
Telemetry lost.
Oh no. Well, that's the problem
RSSI
I was concerned about.
telemetry recovered.
So I gotta get a boat. I'm gonna go beat on Kip's door, see if he'll let me go out there. Yeah, I lost signal. Don't know how. Well, maybe, will it reapply? Nah. Right.
Throttle hold.
Okay.
Throttle hold.
So let me go see if I can get up with Kip and see if he'll let me drag a boat out there and get my airplane back up here. I'm back. Watching videos of our friends who live up near Ocala National Forest. I was going to fly out by the pool, but my puppy's sleeping out there. I don't want to bother him. I determined that we're basically dog slaves. That's what we are.
High rates.
So, survived the... Now, I don't know if this thing's going to have enough juice to do anything. We'll know here in just a second. I charged all the batteries, but I didn't force charge them like I've been known to do. So if it's annoyed, we shall know here in a minute. Yeah, nice. You know, no tragedy. There it is. Yeah, it's annoyed. I could tell I didn't have any juice. So we're going to do that with 3 batteries. And then I have, no, 2 batteries. No, 3 batteries. I have
Throttle active.
other batteries force charging as we speak. So what that means is and I mentioned this before. So if you're wanting to fly today, you're going to need to go ahead and unplug those batteries and charge them a second time. That seems to be where we're at with this particular situation. About this time last year, I came home and this is where I murdered the board and a motor on this thing. I let the helicopter fall over, and it was supposed to actually have mechanisms. See, I can kind of tell right away when you got juice and when you don't. Get a little thumbnail action.
6 minutes.
Anyway, yeah, got primed out there for using Mrs. Redberg's property instead of, oh, by the way, the lady that's moving in there is supposed to be like a nurse practitioner or something, so that's put a bid on the house, so I'll know more. There's a chance I might get to walk back down there again. Oh, this one's got, well, we'll know in a second. There's a little breeze to my left. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Been working, that has got the rig home. Oh, there it goes, yeah. So it's not, it's also not healthy either. Got the rig home Monday. Today's what, Wednesday? Basically, oops. Basically what we endeavored was to not do anything that day, but unload all our, all our pertinent gear, which for us is just medicines and dog stuff, and I actually got significantly more stuff removed than I thought I was going to get done. Oh, AMRC, I need to say hi to that dude as well, if he hears this. I was giving my joy out to everybody while I was on the boat, but momentarily forgot AMRC. That dude doesn't live here, so we got to figure out what he's up to. Oh, it's a friend of mine's. So it must be a friend of mine's brother or some stuff like that. Where else are we? Hold on just a sec. I have I use glasses retainers, and I have new ones coming tomorrow. That is annoying, man. Those are very expensive sunglasses. I sure would hate to see them hit the ground. Yeah, getting established. Now see, this one has a little bit of grunt, so this battery may actually fly. see here in a second. Yeah, you got a 5-knot breeze. So. And these are very, I'll tell you what I did. So I wanted to buy some new batteries, so I bought 3 batteries. Well, guess what? They're for the micro mini version of this. This is your old pal Brian. So the lunacy that goes on in my universe. So I went ahead and bought, I says, okay, I bought $23 worth of batteries, and I'll go ahead and buy the little mini bell that they fit in. Nope, end up buying the AliExpress and their web pages, and the combination of that and the aging process is just
6 minutes.
the end up buying the mini MD 500 for like 50 bucks. I still need to buy, and oh, by the way, different batteries than what go in the mini bell, of course. So now I got to buy a mini bell, and I'm going to wait till we get a little closer to Christmas and see if I can get me a $50 version of that one as well. It looks like I might have room for one of them, depending on how, the size configuration goes. Yeah, see, this one's got. So 1 out of 3 batteries that I charged yesterday maintain a full charge. And I'll test them again in the morning. So I have an extensive due list. That truck to your left needs 6 new tires. That happens after January 1. Puts me a different fiscal year monetarily. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this thing, by the way. I think
5 minutes.
Captain Crunch bought the Posh Mac Daddy brushless. Well, I think it's brushless main. It's still, but the brushless version of this he got as a gift. He's gonna love that thing. Just almost as much as I do my MD 500, really. And this one, I don't think I paid hardly 50 bucks for it. So yeah, I gotta buy the C032 batteries for this if I want to replace them. But I don't know that I need to. I think I just need to manage them. Because I bet you the next ones I buy eventually will do the same thing. They're probably having a hard time balancing unless you force charge them. But yeah, back home, and I have an enormous amount of stuff to do. For now, in the next 100 days. I'm already making arrangements for my buddy to help me. He's going to weld my holes shut after December 14th. I've got some leaf spring issues up underneath my rig that Anthony was really cool about helping me with while we were visiting him. That's landing. Okay, so those 3
throttle hold
worked. 2 of them failed after just a couple minutes, but the 3rd one, oddly enough, worked. I'll be right back. What you see in the distance is my son. He wants to be with his daddy. But unfortunately, there are 8-inch knife blades fixing to spin around, and we can't have any type of foolishness in that direction. He's still a puppy. Oh man, just doing this and signing that, and I took and went by the Green Canine, my dog boarder, and they are ready to take him for Sherba and I's road trip, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I mentioned I am not going to torture my son with 4 dogs. Just not going to happen. Now, there's one thing I didn't consider, and that's that
7.7 volts.
I have left these hedges a little high. So you got to fly over them carefully. Yeah, we got new neighbors, and met them. They seem, or met one of them, the husband, and they seem nice. You know, I moved out here 35 years ago and there was nothing. Had a little municipal airport and just nothing going on. That has changed dramatically. The city has came out to see us. So met him. That's Rob, and he works in Auburndale.
7.5 volts.
That's not good. How'd that happen? Huh. I need to take it back in and put a fresh battery in, and I'll regale you with more of my story. So,
Low battery.
yeah, I had it put in wrong. I didn't look at the voltage. So yeah, the husband works in Auburndale, and the wife is a welder, by the way. And the wife teaches welding. I don't know if it's local or how she does that. Now remember, my batteries are conservative.
7.4 volts.
So what ends up happening is met him and seemed like a nice guy, and just told him that, hey, listen, I'm your neighbor behind you.
Throttle
If there's anything you need, by all means. All right, back in a second. Okay, let's try another battery. So back to my deal. He seemed like a nice enough guy. I haven't met the wife, but the first thing I noticed in their backyard is they had this. They did like they're doing like I did. I had a screen porch, and then you know, very few things I did when my wife, I'm going to use the term, hit the big time working. But one of them was replace the garage door with a proper garage door. And then I replaced my drain field.
7.2 volt. Telemetry recovered.
Let's see what we got battery wise. So this one's also low. Dummy. Okay, back in a minute. Hopefully I'll be able to string all these together. I know this one's charged because I charged it just the other day. And usually I stick them in upside down, that way you know that
Battery critical. 7.7 volts.
no, if we got 8.4 kids, that's what we needed. Yeah, he's redoing his back porch, which is pretty cool. Here's how it works. They have setbacks on our lots, right? Setbacks. And the ladies that built that, as lovely as they are, wanted a far setback so they could have a big front yard. Well, in doing so, they basically put their house in my backyard. And
8.3.
if you have people that thoroughly enjoyed their backyard and used it all the time, that could present a privacy issue. Because we like having high hedges. Well, by screening in their, or putting their porch, that is enclosing their porch, they will be inclined more to spend time out there. There'll be like one big window in the back, I noticed. Right now it's what they call Tyvek in. They went ahead and dried it in, for lack of a better term. But I met him, and like I say, it seems nice. That's cool. And I said, you're going to love us because we're never going to be home. Best kind of neighbors. Tonight we're entertaining my wife's best friend that we just spent 2 weeks with, her and her husband. Tonight's wine night. And I bought some sushi. And I bought some
8 volts.
Cuban sandwiches, and I'm going to make black beans and rice over black beans over yellow rice, and we're going to have a little feastage. Boy, that is slow, y'all. Shout out to George. Speaking of slow y'alls, I've got to get out here tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do is probably just send my neighbor a note, go down to the lake, maybe with a beaver. No, the Icon, which is the easiest to fly, and fly that. See if you can see down. I had a tree removed the other day, and I got to get rid of some of that stump where I can close that hole where dogs may try to do dumb stuff. And I'm going to go around and do that elsewhere here as well. But yeah, life is good. And so here's my plan. I belong to a new club. My buddy was giving me grief because they're going to cap it at 100. And so he says, hurry up and join. You know, that way, no matter what, you're in. So I did, and I need to go out there and just to go introduce myself to the folks. You know, bring a foamy or whatever and go out there. But I'm not going to be able to fly much because I on that rig, for instance, I had mentioned earlier. So for those of you that know suspension, this is leaf spring. I need the spring for the $6,000 upgrade for independent suspension like my neighbor did, but that's another story. I like spending $6,000 on too many things. And not suspension. But I've got to repair suspension up underneath it, and I have arrangements made with my buddy to help me do that. That'll happen after the 14th. Wife's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. I don't know if I have anything else to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday that's imperative. Thursday, tomorrow is dinner with the boys, my neighbors and their wife. We'll play catch up there, and I'll probably enlist the aid of my neighbor who has a chainsaw. I threw mine away. I hate that thing. Finally, after 20 years of ownership. Drive me crazy. Oh, I gotta tell myself, do you see that new fence right there? Yeah, I set my old one on fire. I come out here with a weed burner that you attach to your LP canister, and accidentally caught my fence on fire, so I had to replace that. Yes, comedy that you can't make up.
Low battery, 7.5 volts.
I do so love these helicopters. You can just walk outside and fly them. You know?
Low battery.
Alrighty. Well, I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but it's going to be long. And I hope I caught up with everyone appropriately, and I wish you all the very best. No, we're not going to do that. I got to do what Crunch does, just get a proper landing out of this thing. This thing is so nanny that it's just about impossible to land with any kind of grace. There we go. All right, good folks. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be up in this in just a bit.
7.4